Hi, my name's Rick Anschutz. I want to talk to you today about WIXC, Wisconsin Cross Country Racing. Our race series is focused on quality racing at an affordable price with an emphasis on fun and safety. Our series incorporates both dirt bikes and ATVs, so this is an opportunity for both groups to be able to race. Many of the race series are motorcycles only, unfortunately, but our series does not discriminate, and we do race both the dirt bikes and ATVs. What I mean by quality, when I kind of touch on that, is the races are quality courses. They're very, very rideable, but challenging. And I really make a focus on making them doable for the very, very beginner rider, so that when they come to a race, they're not overly discouraged. They are challenging, but I want to make sure that everyone can have a good time and get around the course and have a great experience. One of the things I like to talk about is how much fun it is. I mean, it's just an extremely amount of fun, and the people that do this series really understand that that's why they do it, and the friendships are many and great, and real quickly, it is a whole lot of fun, and the friendships are fantastic, the families are fantastic, and it's just an emphasis on fun, and we really pride ourselves on having a minimal amount of injuries every season, and that's a credit to our trail patrol and our safety crew and the effort that we put into the courses. So a big thanks to all those people involved on that end of things. Let's touch a little bit about cost. Racing can tend to get expensive. Our races are 100% in Wisconsin. Once in a while they venture into the state of Upper Michigan, but as of now 100% of the races are in the state of Wisconsin. This makes it affordable for people because of the travel cost of traveling. When I was introduced to the sport, I was forced to race out of the state of Wisconsin simply because there were only 2 events in the entire state. So I was traveling to Indiana and Illinois and Minnesota and different states to get introduced to it, and it became expensive. So I made a commitment at that point to get involved and to create racing in Wisconsin for Wisconsin riders. And that's what we have here, competitive racing in the state of Wisconsin against your fellow Wisconsin riders. And the series is very competitive. Most of our races go right down to the wire as far as points for the series. In a 12-race series, we do have two throwouts, so 10 of which would count, your best 10 races, and many of our riders go right down to the last race to determine their final position. So it's exciting. You have to do half of the races, 50% of the races, so you need to do 6 or more events to qualify for the end of the year awards banquet, which is held at Fox Hills Resort in Mishicot, Wisconsin. There is no cost for the banquet other than the meal, which is optional. The banquet itself is free, with lots and lots of door prizes and vendors attending the event. We generally have 100 to 120 riders that do half of the races and attend the banquet. So it's a large turnout with families and friends. There's generally 200 to 300 people there, and it's a whole lot of fun, a lot of camaraderie, and a chance to start talking about the following season, the up and coming season, and to get excited about the spring races that are coming up, and it's just a great time. Another part of the quality part of the racing is our races start on time. They start on time, the courses are marked well, and the scoring is beyond excellent. When the last rider crosses the checkered flag within 10 to 15 minutes, generally the results are posted. At the end of the day, when all of the racing is done, generally that night or the very next day, they're posted on my website. So it's very efficient. You can talk to other riders that are part of the series, and it's something we pride ourselves on and take a lot of, again, pride in our scoring and how efficient it is and how accurate it is. And if there are mistakes, we can find them and correct them and make it right. But the website's very informational. Directions are on the website. Weather's on the website. The race format's on the website. The cost, all the costs that are involved. And again, it can get costly. A lot of the racing throughout the country, by the time you pay sanctioning, membership dues, scoring fees, it can be $100 to $150 per rider to try their first event. I've got that cost down to anywhere from $20 to $60. So I'm trying to make it affordable for people, and especially that family that's bringing a couple of kids and mom and dad. So we really working hard at keeping it affordable. A couple of the things we absolutely do not tolerate at our events. One of which is unsportsmanlike conduct, and the other is pit bike riding, which is an extreme problem at racing throughout the country. We don't tolerate it, will not tolerate it. It's dangerous, it's not safe, and there's no need for it. You can bring a bicycle to get around if walking is too much for you, but generally everything is in close proximity at the events, from registration to spectating. Really, there's no need for it. But those are a couple of things we do not and will not tolerate. That's about it. Quick and brief, trying to touch base. If you have any questions, my phone number is 920-905-9492. Website's www.rpaoffroad.com. Please contact me if you have any questions, and I hope to see you at the races.